So when I was growing up and started to be keen on drums and drumming when I was about 10, one of the things I was interested in were brushes, why drummers used brushes. I couldn't really work out why people would want that sound, probably because I was hammering away with the drumsticks, making lots of noise. But brushes are great. I didn't really get what they were for until someone gave me a great tip. And that tip is, when you use them, to imagine that the drum is slightly higher than it is. So that when you're playing with brushes, say you're playing single strokes, you're not just sort of digging right into the drum. You're actually stopping that just before so that the tips flick down and hit the drum rather than this. That is a sound in itself, and that's great, but for jazz especially, try and use the tip. A good way to practice that is to play in the air and just lower your sticks until you start to hit the drum. Brushes were originally fly swats, and at some point a drummer got hold of a fly swat and thought, what can I do with this as a different sound? You can do sweeping, you can do normal notes, you can bounce the stick off the rim, you can roll it across the... But mainly, originally they were used for jazz. So first of all, why don't you try practicing with some brushes, just playing some single strokes. Remember, try and use the tips and flick those, start them in the air if you want. Double strokes. And paradiddle. Why don't you try some sweeping? So I go clockwise. Some people go anti-clockwise. So I go clockwise. So beat 1 is at the top, beat 2 at the bottom, 3, 4. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can give a little pulse if you want. Each time you get up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then your right stick can just play crotchets opposite those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you add that other note in and you get the jazz rhythm. I was told and taught to play the 2 notes nearest you. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. You can play rock beats. Now there, I told you not to push the brushes into the drums, but if you want that kind of sound, that fatter sound, you can do that. That's a shuffle. Notice that my right hand a lot of time is playing with a nice crisp tip note. The other thing about a ringy drum is. If you're playing with the tips, the drum rings. But if you push the sticks in, it gets rid of that ring. So you can use those kinds of sounds as well. So I hope you've enjoyed that basic lesson. Please give us a thumbs up if you're on YouTube, it's just down there. Like me on Facebook, facebook.com/getonthedrums. And also head over to getonthedrums.com and sign up to my mailing list. As ever, don't forget to get on the drums.